सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सुखं नित्यं सप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्गृह्यतु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं नमतोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Page 36, first paragraph, first line from the last word. लीलयात्र कालयापनार्थं प्रवृत्तोऽपि नास्त्यस्य ग्रन्थतः प्रयोजनम् तस्मान्न मुक्तोद्देशेन अपि इयं ग्रन्थः प्रवृत्तः किन्तु मुमुक्षुः जिज्ञासु मुमुक्षुरूप जिज्ञासुमुद्दिश्य प्रवृत्तोऽयं ग्रन्थः न तस्यापि विषयसुखेच्छा तस्यास्ति सुखे निरतिशय भूमानन्दलिप्सया तस्य भूमानन्दलिप्सया संसारदुःखजिहासावत्वात् नित्यनिरतिशय परमानन्दप्राप्तिः आत्यन्तिकदुःखनिवृत्तिश्च अपरोक्षात्मज्ञानं विना कर्मयोग साङ्ख्ययोग उपासनादिभिः न सिद्ध्यतीति विवेकः यस्य सत्सङ्गात् जायते तस्य जिज्ञासोः अद्वैत वेदांत ग्रन्थे प्रवृत्तिर्जायेतैव Nischalādasa talking about Anubandha Chatushtayam, Adhikari Vishayaha Prayojanam Sambandha. Among these four factors, first factor alone he is completing, that is adhikari jignasu asti. First chapter he revealed that Anubandha Chatushtayam as Samanya Anubandha Chatushtayam. But in second chapter he is going to elaborate more the same Anubandha Chatushtaya with many more ideas. So the whole second chapter is Anubandha Chatushtayam only, but Vishesha Anubandha Chatushtaya. That's why I consider this chapter is very, very important. While talking about Adhikari, he categorized the humanity into four groups: Pamaraha, Vishayi, Jignasu and Mukta. Having given the brief meaning of Pamara and Vishayi, then he comes to Jignasu, elaborately explaining who is going to be the Adhikari to study Vicharasagara. Therefore, Jignasu is our hero. We have to focus on that Jignasu who is the desirer of Moksha. Now he wants to establish that there are people who are interested in Moksha. There are people who are interested in studying Vicharasagara. Therefore, my text is relevant only. That is his idea. After talking about Jignasu, he is talking very briefly about Muktaha. That point only we are seeing. Leelaya atra kalayapanartham pravurtaha api. This Vicharasagara is not relevant to Pamara. This Vicharasagara study is not relevant for Vishayi. This Vicharasagara book is not relevant for Muktaha also. Because Muktaha, the liberated person, already attained the benefit through Vicharasagara text. What he has to attain, he has already attained. Therefore, for him also this book is not useful. Suppose such a person come and study Vicharasagara, Leelaya, it is like a time pass for him. So he is enjoying the relaxation in the class. Leelaya atra kalayapanartham, to spend the time with the Shastra, kalayapanartham. Pravruttaha, he is interested. Pravruttaha api, even then. Na asti asya grandhataha prayojanam. By this text study, he is not going to get any benefit. Tasmat na muktaha uddeshena api ayam granthaha pravruttaha. Therefore, keeping that muktaha in my mind, I am not writing this book. For liberated people's sake, I am not writing this book. That's what he says. Muktodeshena. For the sake of liberated people, api ayam granthaha na pravruttaha. This is not for their sake. Kintu, but then for whose sake? Pamara ruled out, Vishayi ruled out, Muktaha also ruled out. Kintu, moreover, mumukshu rupa jignasum uddishya. For the sake of uddishya means my opinion, my uddeshyam, my idea of writing this book is mumukshum jignasum uddishya. Keeping that person in my mind. Who is that person? Mumukshurupa jignasu. This word is also very important. All mumukshus need not be jignasus. Mumukshu is a desire of moksha. All desirers of moksha, they do not know, I have to study Shastra, then only I will get moksha. I have to go to a guru. That jignasa won't be there in all mumukshus. I told you, in our country, many people desire for moksha. Maximum people are mumukshus in our country. But you cannot say all of them are jignasus. So we want mumukshu also, a mumukshu who is a jignasu. Because mumukshu is not interested in Shastra study. Jignasu alone is interested in Shastra study. Jnatum ichha jignasa. I want to know this self, Atma Swarupam Brahman. But all mumukshus are not having. Jnatam ichha is not there. I want moksha. But they desire only. That much is not sufficient. There are many people, they do not know the importance of knowing the truth, the reality. So, mumukshu jignasu uddeshya. That is also very important. Jignasu alone is interested in studying scriptures. Enaku venu moksham. I also want moksha, but I don't want to come to the class. I don't want to study scriptures, but I want moksha. Then what do you have to say to them? Okay, be as a mumukshu lifelong. Therefore, here Nischal is very particular. Every student must be a jignasu. It's not time pass or casual study. Intense desire for Shastra study is must for liberation. Intense desire for Shastra study systematically. That person alone is called jignasu. So every jignasu is a mumukshu. Every jignasu is a mumukshu, but every mumukshu need not be a jignasu. Therefore, kintu mumukshurupa jignasu uddikshya pravruttaha ayam granthaha. This grantha is for their sake only. I am writing for their sake. Pravruttaha ayam granthaha. Pravruttaha means my targeted audience. I targeted certain audience. Who are they? When I am teaching here Vedanta, I have my own targeted audience, not everyone. So everyone has got their own targeted audience. So pravruttaha grandaha, my audience, my listeners are jignasus. Now you are all jignasus, are not carefully, you have to note, otherwise he will catch our scholar, author. All jignasus must be in the class. If you are not jignasu, become a jignasu, so that you will study scriptures properly. Why he alone I choose as my candidate, adhikari? Because tasya vishaya sukhecha na asti. For him there is no vishaya sukha ichha. Desire for sense pleasures is not there. For a jignasu, vidyardhi chet tyajet sukham, sukardhi chet tyajet vidyam. Kuto vidya sukharthinaha. A person who wants comforts, pleasures, how can he get knowledge? Therefore, every jignasu, real jignasu, never want comforts. That's why you sit in the class, you forget. Whole 1 hour you forget. Even though mosquitoes are around you, you forget that you are absorbed in the class. So that is focusing mind of that jnana. Sukha ichha nasti. All people are busy in going to Pondi Bazaar and Ranganath Street. This person is not interested, even though family people are asking, buy silk saree, buy silk dress, costly dress. I am not interested. The jnana. Not interested in sense pleasures. Nitya nirati, then what he is interested in? What he wants or she wants? Nitya niratishaya Paramananda praptihi. Supreme Ananda. Paramananda. What type of Ananda? Nitya, eternal. Niratishaya. Niratishaya means gradationless. Niratishaya means absolute. Gradationless. Atyantika dukkha nivrittischa. For the sake of the destruction of the sorrow completely, eternally, once for all. Atyantika means permanent removal of sorrow. How it will come? Aparoksha, aparokshatma jnanam. Aparoksha atma jnanam. Direct self-knowledge. Aparoksha atma jnanam vina. Without that, Brahmananda prapti, karma yoga, Sānkhya yoga, upasanādivihi na siddhyati iti vivekaha. These are all qualifications for the study of Shastra. Namak theriyala ipo therinjukkanum. So naan eppadi irukkanum, how I should be, what type of mind I should entertain when studying Shastra. He is teaching us any amount of karma or karma yoga will not give liberation. That must be clear. Any amount of upasana, puja, meditation, lot of abhishekams, whatever you do connected to religion, they will not give liberation. That viveka must be there. Not only that, Sānkhya yoga. This Sānkhya yoga only we have to discuss here. What is the meaning of Sānkhya yoga here? So karma yoga we know and upasana yoga we know. But here in this context, Sānkhya yoga means we have to see certain points. We never say karma yoga is useless. Remember, Panchamaha Yajnas, the karma yoga is useless, we never say. But karma yoga cannot give liberation, only we say. Karma yoga gives chitta shuddhi. It is required. Upasana yoga also is useless, we never say. Upasana yoga gives chitta ekagrata, concentration. Both are useful, but they cannot give moksha. Now puja panninde irpe, I will get moksha, Bhagavan will come and take me one day. Never. I should not think like that if I am a jignasu. Then what do you mean by Sānkhya yoga? That we have to see. Why all these points he mentions? Moksha is eka sadhana sadhyam. It is not aneka sadhana sadhyam. You can do karma yoga also, you can do upasana yoga also, any yoga okay, ashtanga yoga also okay, daily you do sirshasana, you will get moksha. Aneka sadhana sadhyam na bhavati moksha. Moksha is not possible by many means. There are no many varieties of sadhanas for moksha. Only eka sadhana, that is Jnana Yoga matram. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana Rupa, Jnana Yoga matram eva. So Nitya Niratishaya afterwards, Karma Yoga, Sānkhya Yoga, Upasana Divihi. Sānkhya Yoga means Sānkhya Yoga also cannot give moksha. Kapila Sānkhya, who is the founder of Sānkhya Yoga, is one type of Sānkhya. That is called Sānkhya Darshanam. Whose philosophy is Advaita philosophy. Vedāntin won't accept Sānkhya philosophy. So Sānkhya philosophy, Sānkhya Darshanam of Kapila Muni is one type of Sānkhya. That we saw in Brahma Sutra, Vyāsācārya negate Kapila Sānkhya. Then second type of Sānkhya is Vedānta Sānkhya. Second chapter of Bhagavadgītā, Sānkhya Yoga. That is Vedānta Sānkhya Yoga. Vedānta Sānkhya Yoga means Atma Vidya. So that Sānkhya Yoga also he is not telling. That Sānkhya Yoga cannot give moksha, he is telling. Then what Sānkhya Yoga is asking? The third type of Sānkhya Yoga is there. In Vedanta itself, there is a third type of Sānkhya Yoga he introduced here. What he means, Sānkhya means here in Vedanta itself, two types of Sānkhya Yoga is there in Vedanta. Two types of Sānkhya Yoga. One type of Sānkhya Yoga is that second chapter Sānkhya Yoga. Through Mahavakya, you attain Atma Jnana. Another type of Sānkhya Yoga is Atma Anatma Viveka, is another type of Sānkhya Yoga. So you can take third type of Sānkhya Yoga in Vedanta itself. Atma Anatma Viveka itself called as Sānkhya Yoga. By just knowing Atma is Nityaha, Satyaha, Buddha, Muktaha, Svarupaha, and Anatma also, body-mind complex is Anatma, I am body-mind complex, not I am Atma. This division, this Jnanam is not going to give moksha. Even Atma Anatma Viveka also, Atma Anatma Viveka, Rupa Viveka, that knowledge also will not give moksha. Why it cannot give moksha? Atma is there, Anatma is there. Both are different. One is self, another is non-self. Non-self cannot be the self. Self is not the non-self. Both are different. You are in binary format. Dvaitam is there. So Atma, Anatma, Viveka also cannot give moksha. Then what gives moksha? Mahavakya Jnanam only gives moksha. Many people up to Atma, Anatma, Viveka, they come and Mahavakya, they are not able to understand. And many people think Atma, Anatma, Viveka itself is moksha. That's your problem. Atman nature also they understand, Anatma Prakriti nature also they understand, but their why Anatma is unreal, why Atma alone is real. This Atma, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam, further travel is there. Beginning Shastra talks about Atma Anatma Viveka very elaborately. By that time the student become very tired of, because that study itself long time it takes. Atma Anatma Viveka. Later only Mahavakya is introduced. Therefore, Atma Anatma Viveka also you are in Dvaitam only. As long as you are in Dvaitam, you cannot get liberation. You have to attain Advaita Jnana. Advaita Jnanam comes only through Mahavakya. Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Jnanam. When you come to Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Jnanam, we talk about binary format. Binary and Atma, Anatma also we talk about. But that is not real. Anatma is not real. Atma alone is real. Even you talk about binary also, two are there. Anatma Prapancham is there. I am Atma. With understanding, Anatma is Mithya. Therefore, it is unitary only. Even though you use the word binary, one is Satyam, another is Mithya. What is Satyam, what is Mithya? Atma is Satyam, Anatma Mithya. Therefore, unitary only. Even though we use the word Atma, Anatma, binary format sometimes, Atma alone is Satyam. We have to understand. That is called here Sānkhya Yoga. Atma, Anatma, Viveka Rupa Sānkhya Yoga also cannot give Moksha na siddhyati iti Viveka. This Viveka is very important. Yasya satsangat jayate tasya jignasoho. Then how he has to become jignasu? Satsangat. By satsanga. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Approaching a guru. Satsangat jayate tasya. Jignasoho Advaita Vedanta Granthe Pravrittihi. Because of satsanga, sadhu sanga, always move with the people who are all talking about God and that God's glory. They always talk about that only. They never talk about worldly matters. If you move with those people, it is called sadhu sanga or sajjana sanga. Satsanga. Either Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, Puranas, Tirukural, Tirupavai, Tiruvembavai, Mariya Kural, Tamil, Sanskṛtamo, something or other you have to be. That is called Satsanga. With that Satsanga, slowly you come to Vedanta class. If you are in Satsanga, more time it will take you slowly to Vedanta class. Either in this Janma or previous Janma. Satsangat jayate yasya. For whom that Satsangat jayate vivekaha Satsangat jayate. Vivekaha yasya Satsangat jayate. So this type of viveka comes from where? That satsanga, they talk about samsara problems and all, janana marana samsara chakram. You come out, you cross this ocean of samsara. That person will talk by reading that Puranas, Kathas and all. So satsanga jayate vivekaha tasya jignaso. He will become a jignasu later. That jignasu Advaita Vedanta Granthe. Because of Sajjana Sangha, he becomes Viveki and becomes Jignasu. For him, definitely he will like this Vedanta Grantha. Pravrittihi Jayeta. Eva, compulsorily the interest will come. However much traffic is increasing, even in class, coming to the class is very, very difficult. Still, Pravrittihi, somebody is pushing, go to class, as though somebody is pushing. We just attracted to Vedanta class. You also do not know why you are coming. Many times, other says, because you have Jignasa, why all people are not coming from the family? Why only some people are coming? You have Jignasa, that's why you are coming. So with this Adhikari topic is over. Adhikari topic is over. Now we'll enter into the next topic. A is there. A means avartam. Avartam is topic. Long topic, Jignasu topic. Author consider Jignasu, qualified candidate is required this much big book to study. Otherwise, how that Guru can complete Jignasu is not there. Guru cannot complete the text. Therefore, he is very particular about the candidates who are attending the class. He is very particular. Okay. Now, next topic from 55 to 60, almost 6 topics. He is going to talk next Anubandha Chatushtayam. There are 4 Anubandha Chatushtayam. Adhikari, second one is Vishaya. So the Vishaya means subject matter. What is the subject matter of my Vicharasagara Grantha for this candidate Jignasu to study? Some subject matter I have to give. Otherwise, how can he study? What he is interested in? Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya, Jnana. That is the Vishaya. He says, now we'll read this portion. Vishaye akshepaham Jiva Brahmano Raikya Rupa Vishaye Akshepaham Vishaye akshepah, not one akshepa, objection. There are many objections for a Purvapakshi with regard to this subject matter. He is going to introduce what is the subject matter. Akshepaha means objection. Vishaye, with regard to the subject matter of this Vicharasagara text. Okay, Adhikari is there, Jignasu is there. But the Vishaya, the subject matter, what you are talking, it is not correct. I don't accept that your subject matter, Purvapaksh's objection. The subject matter of Vicharasagara, what you are talking, previously has already mentioned that I am not going to accept. So Purvapaksh's presentation now. What is your Vishaya? How it is not relevant? How is not possible? I will tell you. He has to establish this Vishaya is possible, that candidate wants this Vishaya, then I have to write. Now we'll read that portion. Jiva Brahmano Aikya Rupa Vishaye. What is that Vishaya? He introduced. Jiva Brahmano. Jiva means the individual self. Brahma means the total self. Jiva Brahma. Brahmano Aikya Rupa Vishayam. The subject matter in the form of the oneness of that Jivatma and Paramatma. The oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma is the subject matter of the Vicharasagara. This is the whole Vicharasagara, until you complete, what is the subject matter? Sometimes when we open the book, we read the first page and the last page. Then you decide whether to study this book or not. You come to know the content, what is going to be there in that. Like that, many texts are like that one. Here also, the subject matter the author introduced. This is the subject matter. Are you interested in studying this? Continue. Jiva Brahmano Aikyam. Oneness of the Jivatma Paramatma Vishaye Akshepaha. With regard to that subject matter, objection, Your Honor. Now we'll go to the topic. Yatuktam Jiva Brahmano Aikyameva अस्य ग्रन्थस्य विषयः इति तन्नोपपद्यते तयोः स्वभावभेदात् तथा हि ब्रह्म तु अविद्या अस्मिता रागद्वेष अभिनिवेशात्मकं पंचक्लेशशून्यं व्यापकमेकं सजातीयभेदं रहितं च ब्रह्मणः सजातीय ब्रह्मान्तराभावात् जीवस्तु निखिल क्लेशभाक् परिच्छिन्नः अनेकश्च यावन्ति शरीराणि तावन्तो जीवाः सर्वशरीरेषु जीवस्य एकत्वाभ्युपगमे तु एकशरीरे जायमान सुखदुःखादयः सर्वशरीरेषु जायेरन् न तु तथास्ति यत्तुक्तम् in Advaita Vedanta it is already declared. It is already declared in Advaita Vedanta. What is yat uktam? Jiva brahmanoho aikyam eva asya granthasya vishayaha iti. You have already told me in the previous portions. Jiva, Atma, Paramatma or Brahma, aikyam alone is the subject matter of this grantha, you said. In Anubandha Chatushtayam, first chapter, we saw already the Vishaya. Purvapakshi is not happy. Therefore, he wants to object further. Iti, you have already yatu uktam, already in previous portion. Tanna upapadyate. That is not possible. What is not possible? Jiva brahmanoho aikyam cannot be the subject matter. That means Jiva Brahma Aikyam is not possible. The oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma never happens. We are all struggling from past 20 years for Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam. Purva Pakshi in one sentence he negate Jivatma, Paramatma. Who said it is possible? It is not possible at all. Where is the question of a subject matter? How can you say it is subject matter when it is not possible? Na upapadyate. It is not possible. Why? Tayo, he gives the reason. He justifies his objection. He is justifying his objection. Why I am giving this type of statement? Why I am making this type of argument, Listen my answer. All reasons. Then you also come to my party. Many people, sometimes they argue and they think they can win others' opinion. Other person will come to our standpoint only. They come to conclusion like that. After talking only, they come to know how miserably they fail. So Nichaladasa is going to attack Purva Pakshi and he removes his full fangs and adamants. How can you say Jivatma, Paramatma is not, Aikyam is not possible? Like that we are going to answer later. Now let us listen Purvapakshi. This is a Purvapakshi. Okay. Purvapakshi, who is Purvapakshi? Opponent, opponist, objectionist. Swabhava Bhedat. Jivatma Swabhava is different. Paramatma Swabhava is different. Tathahi. Because of this reason, what is that? What is Swabhava Bhedam? Brahma tu klesha shunyam. He is free from all kleshas, all problems. There are 5 kleshas according to Yoga Shastra. Those 5 kleshas are not there in Brahman. Whereas Jiva, all 5 kleshas are there. How can you say both are one and the same? That he introduced. What are the kleshas? Avidya, number 1. Asmita, number 2. Raga, number 3. Dvesha, number 4. Abhinivesha, number 5. Abhiniveshatmakam. Atmakam means not a self here. In the form of Panchaklesha, Shunyam, they are not there in Brahman. That means what? They are there in Jivatma. Anartham. What are they? He gives in footnote. A very important footnote. I am not going to read the footnote, but I will explain those, each klesha, very important, according to Yoga Shastra. The meaning we have to see according to Yoga Shastra. Kleshas means all problems in the form of avidya. Problem number 1. Klesha means problem. Number 1 is avidya. What do you mean by avidya? And avidya, whole paragraph is about avidya. Now you see the footnote, Vichari Kriyamana. From there, the whole Grihyate up to that first paragraph fully is talking about avidya. What we know avidya means ignorance. We know that much only. But you listen now what he is going to say. In that avidya, whole tippani, I will explain it, the content of that tippani. You know, Pītāmbaradas, or tippanikara of this Vicharasagara, Pītāmbaradas, our beautiful tippani. I love to take tippani class itself once, separately. That much elaboration. You get a whole full knowledge in that tippani. Let us see what is avidya. 2 types of meanings are there. With avidya, vidya word derived from vid dhatu. The 2 meanings, popular meaning we can see, and what is the other contextual meaning we will see. First derivation we will see. Vid dhatu, vid means to know. With to know, that is one meaning. This is the second conjugation. With to know. If you take this conjugation, with veti vittaha vidanti, that is the derivation comes. Lat lakara, veti vittaha vidanti. So to know. If you take that meaning, second conjugation, with to know, how you have to explain this word with avidya? It's a different meaning. Normal popular meaning we see first. That is vidya virodhi avidya. That is the popular meaning. Vidya virodhi avidya. That means that which opposite to knowledge is, that which is opposed to knowledge is called avidya. Vidya virodhi avidya. That which is opposed to knowledge is called avidya. What is opposed to knowledge? Ignorance. So ignorance is opposed to knowledge. Once you take this meaning, it is bhava rupam. Avidya is bhava rupam, not abhava rupam. If you take this meaning. So ignorance, opposite to knowledge is ignorance. That meaning if you take, it is bhava rupam. What ignorance is bhava rupam. So this meaning vidhat. Koncham grammar students ke lot of curiosity comes through this. Other students can blissfully ignore, if no problem. Then second derivation is with means to exist. Fourth conjugation, atmanepadi, vidyate, to exist. With that meaning if you take, na vidyate iti avidya. That which doesn't exist is called avidya. That which doesn't exist, avidya means it is mithya ityartha. Avidya is equal to mithya. Why? Mithya vastu doesn't exist really. Therefore, avidya means which is opposed to knowledge is one popular meaning. New different meaning we are taking here, that is na vidyate iti avidya, that which doesn't exist. What dhatu? Fourth conjugation. Vid dhatu. Not vetti vittaha vedanta. There it is to know. Second conjugation. Here it is fourth conjugation. That meaning if you take, that which doesn't exist called avidya. Avidya is called mithya. Then now come to this avidya. Now the derivation over. Okay. Now we have to take fourth conjugation. Na vidyate iti avidya. Appadina, avidya is mainly classified into two. Moola vidya and Tula vidya. Moola vidya and Tula vidya. Tula, ta, second ta, first ta. Tula. Tula Tula. Tula vidya. What do you mean by Moola vidya and Tula vidya? It is one type of classification of avidya. Second type of classification is Karana vidya and Karya vidya. Next class Varnama Vendama decide upon it. But you cannot stay without coming. You will come. And he is teaching such a way, it gets so nice to listen. Karana vidya, Karya vidya. What do you mean by Karana vidya, Karya vidya? He is going to explain. Again that Karya vidya, Karana plus avidya, Karana vidya. Karana vidya illa, Karana avidya, Karana vidya. Karya plus avidya, Karya vidya. Again he divides that Karya vidya into four types. Four types of Karya vidya. Now here avidya is not there in Brahman, means fourth Karya vidya only you have to take here. Puriyarada? What is fourth Karya vidya? We will see later. First, what is Moola vidya? Moola vidya means basic ignorance, self-ignorance. Self-ignorance alone is called Moola vidya. Fundamental ignorance is called Moola vidya. Upon Moola vidya itself, there are many Siddhi granthas, many books they write and discuss Moola Vidya. Moolam and fundamental. Tula Vidya means ignorance of anything other than self. Called Tula Vidya. Ignorance about anything other than self. Because Moola Vidya means self-ignorance. Tula Vidya means ignorance of anything, any object in the world, chemistry ignorance, physics ignorance, anything ignorance you can come into Tula Vidya. This is Moola Vidya, Tula Vidya. Then what is Karana Vidya and Karya Vidya? Very interesting. I will give example. Karya Vidya means ignorance because of erroneous perception. If you have that snake perception is erroneous perception. Snake perception is erroneous perception. That is called Karya Vidya. Any misconception, any erroneous perception, any Bhranti is called Karya Vidya. Snake perception is Karya Vidya. I will tell you why it is Karya Vidya later. Karya Vidya means erroneous perception when it is born. An erroneous perception, that which is born, is called Karya Vidya. Then Karana Vidya means that is the cause for the rise of Karya Vidya is called Karana Vidya. That which is the cause for the arrival of Karya Vidya, misconception or erroneous perception, is called Karana Vidya. When I say example, you will enjoy. You see now. 4 or 5 examples we will see. When I see a snake, it is called Karya Vidya. Because snake perception, not real snake, I am talking about our rope snake. Snake perception is a misconception, erroneous perception. Since snake perception is erroneous perception, it is called Karya Vidya. Then what is Karana Vidya in that example? Rope is the Karana Vidya. Rope ignorance is the cause for the arrival of Karya Vidya snake. Rope snake, the path, we are listening until now. But he gives names to that. Rope ke Karana Vidya. Rope ignorance is called Karana Vidya. Rope ignorance is the cause for the arrival of birth of snake erroneous perception. Clear? So rope ignorance becomes Karana Vidya. Clear? Why? Because it is the cause for the birth, for the arrival of snake perception. Mithya snake perception. So Karya Vidya Karanamaha edu irukindratho adu Karana Vidya. எந்த காரணத்தினால் காரியா வித்யா வந்துட்டு இருக்கையோ அதுதான் காரணா வித்யா. காரிய அவித்யா வருது. ஸோ காரணா வித்யா காரியா வித்யா. One example is not sufficient. Let us go to next example. Marriage water is Karya Vidya. You know what is Karana Vidya? Dry sand. Dry sand is the cause for the perception of marriage water. Marriage water perception is right perception or wrong perception? Wrong. Erroneous perception. There is no water. For this erroneous water perception to appear, who is the cause? Sand. So dry sand. So dry sand is the Karana. Ignorance of dry sand is called Karana Vidya. So Karana Vidya, dry sand is the cause for the arrival of, for the birth of marriage water, erroneous perception. So you give the name technical terms. So dry sand ignorance is called Karana Vidya. Mirage water erroneous perception. Seeing mirage water is not right perception. It is wrong perception. Therefore it is Karya Vidya. Say example number 2. Let us go to third example. Silver. When I see silver on the beach, it is an erroneous perception. Karya Vidya. What is the Karana Vidya? Shell. Shell is not self. Shell. S-H-E-L-L. Shell is the Karana Vidya. The ignorance of the shell is the cause for the arrival or for the perception of silver. Now we are enjoying Karana Vidya, Karya Vidya. Fourth example, dreamer projection, dreamer perception is an erroneous perception. It's Karya Vidya. Seeing the dream as real is Karya Vidya. What is the Karanam for that? Waker's ignorance. Waker do not know I am waker. Nidra is the Karana Vidya for the dreamer arrival. When dream comes, sometimes you sit in the car also, you will go to sleep and you get dreams also. If you don't sleep in the night, early morning, after taking breakfast, you sit in the car and travel. You will get nice dreams also. I used to get like that. Sometimes I get. By that time, nice rest time. Like just to close your eyes, it comes. When sleep is not sufficient, sometimes it comes. By that time, T Nagar to Mylapore, I get dreams also. Fraction of seconds it comes. So the Nidra is the Karana Vidya. That is the Karanam. The waker's ignorance is the Karanam. Waker do not know I am the waker. So waker's ignorance as waker is the cause for the dream appearance, dream projection. Clear? Now Karana Vidya, Karya Vidya is firmly established in your mind. In the Karya Vidya, 4 types. I don't want to enter into that. Okay, this much is sufficient for your, to enjoy the subject. Rope snake we know always, but it is Karana Vidya, it is Karya Vidya. In the Karya Vidya, the 4 types, and the 4th type matra I will tell you. That 4th type in this paragraph, last he has given, you see number 4. First paragraph, last line, last but one line, 4 number is there. You have to take it. Okay. Anatma dehadishu atmatva brahmarupa chaturthi karya vidya. That is the avidya here. According to Yoga Shastra, anatma dehadishu. Deha means body, adipadat, body, mind, intellect, sense organs, all this. Anatma deha, anatma non-self, they are not the self. Anatma dehadishu atmatva brahmarupaha. That is Atma. Everybody takes, who are you now? They take body as themselves. Is it not? Many people, they take their body as they are. Who are you now? I am so and so. Shastra says that is erroneous perception, Brahma. That is avidya, Karya Vidya. What are the other 3? You go and read. He writes the simple thing only, that also. Putra Prema, all are avidya. He says, that's why I don't want to read again. Number Chaturthi avidya, that means Deha Atma Bhava is called Karya Vidya. That Karya Vidya alone here called avidya. This problem is not there in Brahman. This jiva, the individual, what is there? Nidudha irke. Enna? Karya vidya is there. Therefore, Brahman who is free from avidya and jiva who is having avidya, he is not having avidya, in the person is having avidya. Therefore, you are telling both are one and the same. Therefore, your subject matter is ruled out. Jivatma Brahmano Jiva Brahmano Aikyam na sambhavati. Number one. What is next dosha? Klesha. Avidya. Asmita. Asmita means in the footnote, the Tippani has given Asmita means Buddhyatmanoho Avivekena Abhedhadhihi Asmita. Asmita means Ahankara. Ahankara, the ego. Buddhi Atmanoho. So previous avidya means Dehatmanoho. So taking the body as the self, physical body as the self is called avidya. Now taking the buddhi, subtle body as myself, the ahankara, ego is there. Is your ahankara is mithya actually. The ego, the ahankara, I am, you are telling the lower I, ahankara is mithya. But that ahankara, ego, you are taking as yourself. That is called asmita. All these are in Patanjali Sutras, it comes asmita. Buddhyatmanoho avivekena abhedhadhihi. Both are one and the same. Atman and Buddhida Atma, Buddhyatmavada, Manatmavada, Indriyatmavadis are there. There is no Atma other than Buddhi. Manas than Ellami. Everything is mind only. Manas alone, moolam for everything. Like that they say. What is this? Ahankara is real. Whenever you are interacting with the world, people, oh, time up. You take this ahankara as real. That is called asmita. Raga, dvesha, you know. He says, I read the two words. Raga, he gives in third tippani. Prachina vishayanubhava janya samskara vashat anukula vishayaka bhogecha ragaha. And you are thinking, fancying, those objects are very nice, I want to enjoy, and you get attracted to them, sukha ichha, towards certain objects. That's called ragaha. Dveshaha means opposite, pratikula. Pratikula vishayaka hana ichha dveshaha, which is pratikulam, unfavorable to me. I don't want that. I have aversion towards that dvesha. Who is having, Brahman is having this raga dvesha problem? Jivatma. Jivatma. Therefore, no. What is no? Moksha is not possible. What about abhinivesha? Abhinivesha means anxiety about survival. Abhinivesha. Instinctive, basic anxiety about the survival of the life. That is called abhinivesha. To protect the body, everybody is having that. To protect my own body, I have instinct, fear, natural fear is there. I want to protect. That is called abhinivesha. Instinctive, natural, protective bhavana, opinion about one's own body. This is a reflexive action. It is natural. When suppose lizard falls on your body, what happens? Immediately you throw it because you want to. Even not only lizard, cockroach or anything. If you see snake or any scorpion, you want to run away because you want to protect your life. Natural instinct, basic nature in everyone, it is there. Abhinivesha. Now, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. All these are not there in Brahman. In Jivatma, they are very well established. Therefore, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam is not possible. Vishaya is not possible. Therefore, you need not write that subject matter. Your Vicharasagara Grantha is useless. Some more reasons he is going to give. That we'll see in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.